So this low voltage battery, basically, it's not really 12 volts. This low voltage battery is what powers our network while we're on a test bench, but then it also goes into the bike to provide the operational systems that we need before we turn on the high voltage system of the bike, right? We need a low level amount of power to just diagnose and make sure everything is in proper ready mode. And that's what we get from this little battery unit right there, which is a lithium polymer, very stable battery system right there. So running through the charge controller really only comes to play when we're charging the battery, right? And that tells the system what's going on. It communicates with your public charging base unit or with your directly with our charge unit. So if you're using this charge unit, you can plug it into up to a, we recommend definitely using its own dedicated 20 amp circuit if you're going to use the AC plug option. And then we do offer the option to add public charging station communication in. So you just plug in at any public charger or have this as an option. And that way you carry your charger with you on the bike and you can charge anywhere. So it's a trade-off on weight. It's about 10 pounds of weight and a decent amount of space to have on board. But why shouldn't you have that on board your motorcycle? You're going to want to be able to charge anywhere you go. This battery pack technically could be charged at probably up to about 60 to 80 amps, but I don't think we're going to rate it much above 40 until we really know what it's going to perform like, go through the first 20 or 30 charge cycles and to make sure everything stays balanced out. And then, of course, we do have our diagnostics setup going on here. And so if you want to know at the moment, that's our setup. I've actually been discharging for about 3.5 hours, but I checked in on some other parameters and then came back. So right now we have 22 parallel cells. We're on the average of 4.068 volts. Showstatsa. Alright, and there we go. These are each of the 23 setup cells, 22 cells, because you start with 1, not 0, right? So 22 individual pack cells. There's our information, what we've been doing, how much voltage we've been bringing them down, and you see everything's staying nice and balanced and even. Very happy with this battery pack on its first couple of cycles of slow discharge and generally average charge rate. And here you see the second of our motors. This is the 15 kilowatt motor, and it will draw at full power about 550 amps, maybe 600 when you're really pumping it. And this battery is rated at 600 amps for 10 seconds and a continuous at 275. We know that we can pull safely thanks to Gary over at Vectrex. So this has been our setup. These are a lot of the internals that you can choose for your typical middle quality build from Shandoka. If you'd like to choose a cheaper version of some of this stuff, you can, and we'll build that, but we really recommend the Thunderstruck as your base jump-in unit. And then beyond that, there is some extremely custom circuitry that can be created for you. So that's a quick overview of what you will not see on a Shandoka motorcycle because it's all going to be inside. Catch you later. Cheers.